Okay, welcome. Slightly different video from our usual high score reviews where we go to board game cafes. I thought I would just go through the games that I've played this month and put them in a tier list. Most of these games are totally new that I've played for the first time. Some of them are games that I've played before, um, but just wanted to kind of show what I've been playing and where I think they sit on a tier list, some of which I might be picking up to add to my own collection, others maybe not. Okay, so in no particular order, we'll start with Clank. This is the first time I played it. I played it at two players with Dan, who's the other person who does high score reviews. I really liked it. It was really good fun. Um, Pretty intuitive deck building. Um, so I'm kind of interested to see what the legacy version and also Catacombs, which I think is the sequel to this. Really strong, really cool. Dan picked it up for his own collection, so I'm not gonna buy that because he's sunk that cost. So A tier for me. Next, innovation off the back of Shut Up and Shit Down, Sit Down's review. This looked really cool. It was out of stock for a long time, so I was checking until it got restocked. Um, Picked it up. Really crazy card game. Again, played it at two players. Would like to see what it's like at three and four. I imagine it's bonkers. One of the most bonkers card games. Absolutely wild. Really good. Um, so yeah, I think I need more plays before I secure it in S tier. But I think definitely A tier. Looking at sort of A plus tier. Next, Batam, also Tonga Bongo, which was also reviewed by Shut Up and Sit Down. There'll be maybe a theme here. So I wanted to try it again. It was very difficult to get in stock. Had to get this off eBay through Plates shop on eBay and shipped from Korea, I think. So it's gone through a couple of name changes, but Batam, I played this at four player. We played this as a game before a bigger game, so we only played one quick run through. I'd love to play it again. It was really good fun. Nice little like race kind of racing game where you have to go and hit lots of different islands, and if you get there first, you earn more money. There's also a really cool like mechanic with your turn order and how much movement you got based on what you were like paying. So it was like way more interesting than a kind of uh, simple ship racing game that I thought it was going to be. Also just cool that the box is also the board. It was a bit tricky getting it back in, which they mentioned on Sharp and Sit Down, but I really like this one. A tier for sure. Next, June Empyrean Uprising. I played this once. It was my first time playing it. I had high hopes for it. It's a game I bought about a year ago and has just been sat on my shelf because I've not been able to get the gamer group to sit down and play it with me. Was yeah, it was a lot. It took us about 4 hours to play through this first time. I think we could easily get that down to like 2 hours with the same group. Uh, Pretty cool. I mean, it was really cool because I had played Clank maybe like a few days before, not realizing it was the same designer. So when I saw that it was the same designer's name, and basically the deck building element of June is exactly the same as Clank. It's just that the worker placement stuff in June has been added, which makes it um, yeah, really interesting, really cool mechanics. We after playing this, we immediately got another date in, so going to be playing this again. Um, really looking forward to it. I also then couldn't help myself, but then bought the Bloodlines expansion. So I think that kind of shows that I think it's S tier. I think so. The Bloodlines thing was funny because basically in my playthrough of June, uh, I was doing really well to begin with, and then didn't go in for worms because I was like, I didn't realize that worms double your reward after a conflict, so didn't go for worms. And then was kind of annoyed that like everyone else had gone for worms and that you kind of have to go for worms if you're gonna like. So I was like, but then saw that Bloodlines has the Sardaukar uh, mercenaries, knights or whatever, and thought, oh, that's kind of cool that it like differentiates a bit more like strategy. I like games that you've got like lots more options. I'm saying that as if I know. I played this game once. I don't know what I'm talking about. I have no idea about the strategy, but managed to get it on sale. So here we are. That's what happened. Nine Tiles Panic. Played this in a board game cafe in Glasgow. There should be a video about that coming out soon. It was really cool. It was like a silly sort of puzzle game. It was like quite like crunchy in a way, like you're just thinking about um, how to maximize the points, but also do it like fairly quickly. And you kind of get through rounds quite a lot. So if there's one that you didn't do so well on, it's quite easy just to draw some other cards and be like, oh, okay, I can do this. So yeah, of the Oink games, this is definitely up there. I reckon it's solidly a B tier. Citadels. This is one that had been hyped up to me for like a long time. We have a friend who was like, "This is the best game. This is the best board game ever." Uh, which obviously, anytime someone says that, I respond with cynicism and dubious kind of claim. I played this twice. I played this at 3-player and at 6-player. At 3-player, I had a really good experience of it because I liked that you could take 2 characters, and that meant that you were like comboing your turn. In the 6-player, I didn't realize that anything above 3-player, you only take 1 character, and at 6-player, you're waiting for people to select their character, and it took a long time. And then on your turn, you only got to do the one thing because you only had the 1 character. And if you were like assassinated or robbed, then it was a bit of like a non-go. So I didn't really enjoy it at like the higher player count. I liked it more at the kind of three player count, even though I think this game is supposed to be played at higher player count. So at the moment it's sitting at like a C tier. I own it because it was hyped to me, so I was like, I'm going to buy that and make people play it so that I can find out. I don't know how long it's going to stay in my collection, but we'll see. Santorini, played at a board game. Huge game, like big box, very sort of chess-like. Um, Lots of like different powers, so it's kind of, I like that you could probably like play quite a lot of rounds with lots of different things. The person I was playing it with, shout out Oscar, uh, grasped the concept of this game much faster than I did and absolutely whooped me twice. So I was kind of like, okay, I'm ready for a different game. So not really for me. Maybe I don't have the brain for it. Maybe it's a skill issue. But here we go. That's going in a D. I'm not trying to play it anytime soon. On the other hand, Jaipur. Again, this was the first time I played this. Loads of people had recommended it to me as a really, really good 2-player game. I agree. Fantastic. Super, super chill. Like very easy to pick up. Just quite fun to play through. Not that mean. I liked that you don't accrue a total aggregate of points, but you just accrue, like if you won that round, you would get 1, and then it's best of 3, so that you don't get like a runaway leader. Someone who gets like loads and loads of points 1 round then has a better chance of like winning. So I kind of like when games do that, where they reward you for winning the round, but not like so much that you have basically won the entire game. So I'm tempted to go S tier because it's such a chill 2-player game, but also it's kind of on the, I'm gonna go A tier for now, but if I get a few more plays of it, then we'll see. Next, Hansa Teutonica, again reviewed by Quinns on Shut Up and Sit Down. It's been on my wish list for ages. I bought it about a year ago. It's been on my shelf for that long. Finally managed to get 3 mates to sit down and play with me. We played 4 times in a row. Like we played Batam as our like warm-up game, then we played this and we just played it again and again. It was just like, it was so good that we were so into it. And each game, because we were learning the game together, each game had a different like prioritization. People thought like, oh, if you go for the actions really early, that's how you win the game. And then someone figured out that actually if you go for like the tokens, the I can't remember what they're called, the ones that are kind of on the board that you can like take and then redistribute, realize that those are super powerful. So it was cool, like each game was kind of a slight iteration on the meta, I suppose. I love this game. I love games that are like really on your turn, you're doing minimal things for like most amount of impact, or trying to combo stuff. So Hansa Teutonica definitely S tier. Um, this image cuts off the title, but this is one card dungeon. I got it, I think it was like 10 quid or something. Little solo dungeon game. The whole game is designed with some dice and on literally one card that you flip over. So very neat, like clever design. I'm not a big solo board game player, but I kind of wanted to try this out because I liked it. It was a tiny little box on one card, super super interesting, quite impressive, and it's actually really nice to have like as a brain break, like while I'm working, need a little break, look over. It's kind of having like a crossword to one side, but not as like drab as a crossword. So really cool. I was a big fan. It's going B tier because it's like pretty simple. It's quite luck based with the dice, but I had a good time with it. Blitzkrieg, one of my, if not my favorite two-player game. Uh, this is not a new game. I've just played it again this month, and it's great. Ate it. Caesar. This was the first time playing Caesar, and I wanted to play it because obviously it's Paolo Mori who did Blitzkrieg, so it was kind of seeing like whether it would be better or whatever. I thought it was really good. It's different enough to Blitzkrieg, to make it like quite crunchy. I only played it the once. I'd like to play it a little bit more, but I wasn't as like enamored with it. I remember my first play of Blitzkrieg being like, that was sick. Like it felt very. Blitzkrieg has this really like dramatic end, which I didn't quite get with Caesar. So I think probably B tier, maybe C tier, but C tier feels a little bit unfair, so I'm going to go B tier. Space Base. So Space Base, if you've been following our other videos, you'll know that Machikoro 2 is one of our favorite games, just because it was the thing that like me and Dan basically started playing together, and it was the thing that kind of got us into like board games. It was like our gateway game. I bought it for him as his wedding present, and then he bought it back for me for my birthday because it was like around the same time. That was kind of cute. So we have always loved Machikoro, and obviously Space Base is the original like design of the mechanic, with the sort of set collection and the rolling and everyone earns. So Dan got this. I was kind of interested to play. It just feels like a slightly more complicated Machikoro, and in a way that kind of takes away what I like about Machikoro. So I enjoyed Space Base, but like I don't know, Machikoro is just like one of the best for just putting in front of people who've never played like board games before and just like gambling and just yeah, everyone's having a good time. Coloretto, was this the first time I played it? I think this is a game that I bought like maybe a month or two ago, and then played it maybe for the first time properly this month. I think I played it maybe 7 or 8 times. So I think this was the most played game that I played um, this month. I absolutely love this one. It seems so simple, especially when you're like teaching it. It's like you're either adding a card or you're taking a row. That's it. Super, super simple. I know there's another game that Shut Up and Sit Down reviewed recently called Triqueta, which is basically exactly the same as this game, but with like nicer components. But I kind of wanted to go to the original. Really glad I did. This is one of those games that like everyone just goes silent because they're like even though it's so simple, everyone's just like thinking about like the iterations of where they put the card, which to me was kind of mind blowing. So I'm putting it in S tier, um, for that reason. Splendor Duel. I'm not a big fan of Splendor. I think Splendor is like it's all right. It's like a good gateway game. It's just like a. I think it's good to show people what like an engine building game is. It's quite nice. It's fun. I thought Splendor Duel was a lot better. Um, so I enjoyed it. Similar kind of thing. I wasn't super like blown away by it, but it was yeah, I thought it was better than the original game. So I'm going to put it in C tier because I don't really care about it that much. I'm not going to like go out my way to play it again, but it was better than the other one. Earthborn Rangers. Um, my brother bought this and we tried to play it over Christmas. So we had it set up on a big table for the whole Christmas period, and I think we played like 2 or 3 sessions of it. The first session was about 5 hours where we just were like struggling. I don't know what was wrong with our brains, but we were just struggling to understand like how do you actually play this game. Um, so yeah, I was by the time we got to like the third session, which is when we packed it up because my brother doesn't live here, so he had to leave and take the game with him. I was kind of into it. I kind of really wanted to give it like a few big sessions of whatever, but it took so long to get to that point where while I was playing it, I was constantly like, am I having fun? Is this fun? Is this? I know like Shut Up and Sit Down had like a glowing review of this game, but this isn't the immediacy of fun. It feels like felt a bit like hard work, and it feels kind of similar to how they describe Vantage, the new Stonemaier game. Um, so I really, really wanted to like this game, but for now, I'm yet to be convinced. So I'm putting it in C tier. Patchwork, Uwe Rosenberg, great two-player game. I've only played it twice. I played it one time again this month, and it was good. It's like it's just really good. It's a really good game. I'm probably not going to buy it for him, like for my collection or anything. I think if I'm with someone else in a board game cafe and we're like, oh, what two-player game should we play? Um, I'll probably pick this up. So I think yeah, it's really good. It's B tier. Camel Up, what a game! It is silly, and it is betting. I realize that my friends who I play board games with basically love games that simulate betting or some sort of hubris where someone is chatting so much shit being like, yeah, I'm gonna win or blah blah blah, and then fall flat on their face and then everyone can laugh at them, and then it's okay because then when everyone's laughing at you, pretty soon you can do the same back to them, so it's all in good fun. But there is a real theme with games like No Thanks and My Gold Mine, and now Camel Up is the one that we've been really, really enjoying. I know that recently a game called Hot Streak has come out that looks really, really similar to Camel Up. The only difference with Hot Streak, it seems, is that it's card based. So there's a bit more like players can kind of uh, insert cards into the deck to try and like mitigate the result a little bit more. Whereas in Camel Up, you can't do that so much. You've got like the booing and cheering thing, but that's like that's kind of like chance whether you have that or not. But Camel Up has been some of the best board gaming experiences. It's like a good player count. It's really easy to pick up. It's just silly. I'm putting it S tier. Sue me. Tag team. It's quite a new game. Two-player auto battler. I'd never played an auto battler like this before. I love this one. Super, super cool. I actually don't know why I haven't picked it up yet because it's on sale at the moment. So I'm really vibing with it. I think it's really cool. It feels really clever. The amount of characters you get straight off the bat, they're almost definitely going to release some like DLC. This seems like a really popular game. I say DLC, downloadable expansions. um, so this seems like a really cool game to pick up. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if I'm going to go S tier. I kind of am tempted. Did I like it more than these other ones? I think it's probably A tier. Like it's as good as I enjoyed it as much as these ones. I think S tier has to be the ones I really like. Either you know went to sleep thinking about them or have been thinking about getting another game out or like So I think A tier is fair. It's really good. It could go up to S tier if I get it and keep playing it and have lots of good times with it. And finally, Spots, which is just such a chill little game. It's kind of like Yahtzee-esque, but it was like I thought it was just going to be like Yahtzee, but with just like a dog theme. And actually, there was a lot more to it because there's obviously like the actions that you select, and you can kind of be a bit more like strategic about it. I only played it two-player, but I really enjoyed it. I liked that you could like swing big and have some like big gambly moments. So I thought it was great. I'm probably going to buy it as well because I liked it, and I think it's something that my family aren't really like big board gamers except for my brother. But I think spots would be kind of like the perfect thing that I could put on the table in front of them. So I'm gonna give it 8. There's a lot of 8s here. I played a lot of good games this month. There were a few smelly ones. These ones down here, they're probably still good. I'm not like there was nothing that I played that I was like, this is dog shit. There was nothing that really like, I didn't like. So I'm wondering if Splinter Duel goes into D tier, but I think I'm pretty happy with this thing. Yeah, basically I want to play these games as much as possible. These games I want to play more just to kind of get like a vibe, or whatever. I just thought they were really good. But yeah. Anyways, I might, depending on how many games I play in February, might do this again. Might pick this up uh, later down the line, do it again. But yeah, this has been my tier list for January 2026.